And now the news in detail. The Supreme Court will begin on the 19th of November this year. It has conveyed its decision to the President. The matter was taken up for discussion by a 7-judge bench of the Supreme Court headed by Chief Justice Ashoka De Silva. The other members included Justices Shirani Bandaranayake, Jagat Balapatamadi and K. Sri Pavan. The President was elected for a 6-year term of office in 2005. However, he decided to hold a presidential poll after completing 4 years in office. The President decided to consult the Supreme Court before he takes oaths for the second term. Accordingly, the Supreme Court decided that his new term of office should begin on the 19th of November this year. The court has conveyed its opinion to the President. The international community will not be permitted to carry out investigations with regard to Sri Lanka. Participating in an exclusive interview with BBC, Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa had this to say.
Any international community can ask for any investigation. There will be no investigations in this country. I will oppose anybody who is trying to do, because there is no reason. The only thing that we have to do is to bring this country, develop this country, bring peace to the country, reconciliation. By bringing out all these things will not bring. These are the people who wanted have other motives, who are asking, whether it is United Nations or whether it is any other country. I am not allowing any investigation in this country. There is no reason, there nothing wrong happened in this country. If take it from me, there will be no investigation for anything in this country. I will not allow. That is not public wants. That is what does not this country wants. Don't ask anything about any investigation. Don't talk to me of any investigation. There will be no investigations in this country. Take it from me. I am the Secretary of Defence, and I will oppose anybody who wants to have this thing. I will not accept anything. This is my final word.
The Criminal Investigations Department, filing a further investigation report before the court today, alleged that the supporters of Sarath Fonseca has deleted the data of the Cinnamon Lakeside Hotel security camera sets last Wednesday.
The CID further alleged that the cables of the security cameras fixed at the hotel were disconnected and the data storage devices had been taken into police custody. The CID filed the investigations report before the Colombo Fort Magistrate Ms. Lanka Jayaratna, sequel to the arrest and later release on bail of 2 retired army officers and a civilian supporter of Sarath Fonseca last Tuesday opposite Cinnamon Lakeside Hotel, Colombo. 3 suspects were arrested by the police on suspicion of planning to commit a crime. The CID further informed that they had recorded statements from the servants of the hotel operation room. Considering the submission, the magistrate ordered the director of the computer unit of the Colombo University to produce an analytical report in this respect.
TULF leader Viananda Sangari has appealed to the TNA members of parliament not to mislead the innocent Tamil-speaking people who easily get swayed by sentiments. He pleaded with the TNA to quit parliament songs fooling the Tamils and Muslims of the north and the east. The need of the hour is the minorities to get unified under one banner, not to confront the government, but to elect some honest and devoted people who have the capacity to convince the Sinhalese masses and to negotiate a settlement with the government to win all the reasonable demands by adopting a give-and-take policy. The TULF leader warned that the statements of TNA members which appeared in the media thanking the Tamil and Muslim voters for taking a common stand at the presidential poll are unwarranted and will make things worse. The TNA had taken the innocent Tamil people for rides more than once. Anand Sangari agreed there was absolutely no need for the TNA team to visit Delhi after taking a decision as to whom to give support. Anand Sangari further said the TNA claimed only the LTTE as the sole representative of the Tamil people and they represented the LTT in parliament. He queried as to whom they represent now that the LTT is no more. The people want to know whether they have any moral right to represent the people of the north and the east. You're watching Prime TV News and still with news at home. The computer expert who was involved in presenting the final results in the presidential polls has categorically rejected accusations that the account was rigged using the latest technology. Dr. Ruwan Veerasinghe, director of the School of Computing, University of Colombo, told the BBC Sandesha that the results were entered to the computer system after several verifications and cross-checkings. There were about 25,000 polling stations in Sri Lanka. The results from these centers are brought to about 880 counting centers. He emphasized that the hand-counted results from these centers are faxed to the Commission of Elections after the polling agents signed the results. The count is supervised and signed off by agents from political parties. The director also said that the results are checked again before they are entered to the computer. Dr. Veerasinghe pointed out that they have a reputation of being an unbiased organization. He was responding to allegations by the main opposition that results of the election were manipulated using computer technology. Dr. Veerasinghe added that rigging the result of an election using computer technology after such checks and balances is almost impossible. The Kandy city gets ready for Sri Lanka's Independence Day celebrations. This year, the 62nd Independence Day will be centered on the city.
A rehearsal of the celebrations was held in the environs of the Sri Dalada Maligava under the patronage of the Chiefs of the Armed Forces. This is the first Independence Day celebrations that will be stated since the total eradication of terrorism from the country. Kandy District Secretary Gotabaya Jayaratne pointed out that about 2,000 members of the tri-forces, the police and the civil defence force joined in the rehearsal. Briefing the media at the Kandy District Secretariat, DIG Central Province, Pujit Jayasundara, referred to the special security network that will be effective for the security of the public. In the meantime, final touches are being given to the Datakirul exhibition to be staged for the first time outside the Colombo city. It will open the Independence Day and is being organized in parallel to the celebrations. The exhibition will be held at Pallekele. The premises span 60 acres. There will be more than 1,000 exhibition booths. Central Chief Minister Sarath Ekanayake inspected the work that is in progress at the location. The Datakirul exhibition is due to culminate on the 10th of this month.
A court has served that 3 men who raised more than $1 million Australian for the LTTE are senior members of the terrorist organization in Australia. The 3 men pleaded guilty for funding the Tigers. Radio Australia reported that Aruran Vinayagamurthy, Sivaraja Yadavan and Arumugam Rajivan have admitted to giving money to the Tamil Tigers between 2004 and 2007. The Tamil Tigers is listed as a terrorist organization in Australia. Vinayagamurthy has also pleaded guilty to providing radio transmitters, which the prosecution argued were used for paramilitary activity in Sri Lanka, including detonating roadside bombs. The prosecution has told the court that the men were not just supporters of the Tamil Tigers, but had a close association with the organization. The court heard they were involved in collecting and transferring more than $1 million from Australia to the group over a 3-year period. The plea hearing continues. The President has decided to newly appoint chairman to all state corporations and statutory boards. Accordingly, President's Secretary Lalit Veeratunga has requested chairman of state corporations and statutory boards to tender their resignations. The Canadian High Commission has announced that applicants from Sri Lanka will now be able to use a local service provider, TT Services, to apply for visas to Canada. The permanent office located at 51A Dharmapala Mawatha, Colombo 7 will officially open tomorrow. This is the first time that the High Commission will be using a service provider to assist with the visa facilitation. We now give you the foreign exchange rates for today. find the latest in overseas, let's join Prime World.